One of the only reasons I got into Grand Summoners in the first place was actually because of the Shaman King crossover. I just got done reading the manga right before I started, and so when I saw a crossover between Grand Summoners and Shaman King, I decided to try Grand Summoners out and see how it is. But that being said, I am probably one of the biggest anime and manga fans in the Grand Summoners community, and so I've decided to make a list of animes that I think would make a good crossover in Grand Summoners. So yeah, let's get into it. At number 5, I have Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Now this anime came out in like 2008, 2007, in near the late 2000s. But like a year or two ago, I watched it and wow, Kamina. I love Kamina, man. If you've watched Gurren Lagann, you know who Kamina is. He's one of the greatest characters ever. But I think this would be a good crossover because it's mecha. Like, I'm not a huge mecha fan, but I really like Gurren Lagann, and I think it could be a good mecha crossover, robot crossover, whatever you would call it. And I think there would be some very cool animations. Maybe if you had like Simon and Kamina on your team, they could do like some sort of cross arts or something like that. Simone and Kamina would obviously be some like attackers. There's also that red-haired girl. I don't really know her name, but she's a sniper, so probably like another attacker. So that's 3 characters. I actually looked up a 4th character for this because I only know those 3 characters from Gurren Lagann, and I found Nia Tepelin. She's the main antagonist's daughter. I have no idea what she does. I honestly can't remember, but I don't know. I just think that she would be a support unit, something like that, like either healing or just Arshin. But Simon, Kamina, the red-haired girl with the sniper would all be like some sort of attacker. Yeah, Gurren Lagann, I'd really love that crossover. At number 4, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, I've actually heard that in an interview, Yama P, the director of Grand Sunrise, he said that if he could choose any anime to get a crossover, I'm pretty sure he said JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, which is Stardust Crusaders with Dio and a whole bunch of characters. But me personally, I'd really like Diamond is Unbreakable to be the crossover for JoJo's if it ever got a crossover in GS. Diamond is Unbreakable is just my favorite part that is animated. So yeah, or at least animated so far. Once Part 7 gets an anime, I'm done. If Part 7 ever gets animated, the world is to become a better place. Now, for the characters that would come along with Part 4 for the crossover, I think it would obviously be Josuke, Okuyasu, Jotaro, and either Rohan or No, I'm gonna pick Rohan. So Josuke, Jotaro, Okuyasu, and Rohan would be the 4 main characters. But Koichi, he could be a free character, and we all know how free characters get treated in GS. They're usually pretty trash. I kind of forgot what Josuke's stand is. I'm pretty sure whatever he like punches, he could grab something. I honestly forgot what Josuke's stand was. I know Jotaro's was something to do with just punching people, beating the living hell out of anyone he comes across. I'm trying to remember. Did Jotaro like have what was his one ability to face Dio? I need to go rewatch JoJo's again. Gosh, I need to go rewatch a whole bunch of anime. For Okuyasu, I completely forgot what he does. Same with Rohan and Koichi. It's been a while since I've watched some of these anime, so yeah, I don't quite remember. I think Josuke, Jotaro, Okuyasu would probably be like some attacker, more attacker oriented, and Rohan, he'd be more support. Koichi, he'd be a free unit, so yeah, trash. For number 3, I chose Jujutsu Kaisen. This is a very new anime. Well, not very new. When did it come out? Like in 2020, I think. But nonetheless, it's very, very popular. The 4 characters I think would come with this would be Itadori, Gojo, Megumi, and Nobara. Honestly, I think this would be one of the best, like gameplay wise, one of the best crossovers to come to GS. You could have like some super cool transformation state with Itadori turning into Sukuna and doing crazy amounts of fire damage or just a whole bunch of damage in general. Gojo, maybe he could be like a tank, like a super insane tank because of his limitless stuff going on with his 6 eyes and whatnot, his super OP powers, and hopefully he could do a lot of damage or something. Gojo and Grand Summoners in GS. Yeah, Megumi, he'd have his, I forgot what power he has, but I know it's like summoning cursed spirits or something, or yeah, controlling cursed spirits. So that would be nice. And Nobara, she has a hammer. Yeah, she just has a hammer. I think Itadori would obviously be an attacker. It'd be really cool for him to have a transformation state. Gojo, possibly a tank that could actually rival Thetis because of his one limitless technique, something like that though, where he's just basically untouchable. Gojo would just have to be super OP. There's no way. Megumi, I'd actually want him to be like the main supporter of the crossover. Nobara, what would Nobara do? I guess support. Yeah, I guess 2 supporters, 2 attackers, possibly a tank. But yeah, that's I think Jujutsu Kaisen would be very nice. Very cool. Number 2, we have Hunter x Hunter. All right, I gotta say, this is my favorite anime of all time. For sure. Now in Hunter x Hunter, there's a very wide variety of characters, a very large cast of characters. Just to name a few, you got Crollo, Lucifer, you got Phaeton, you got a clown who really likes kids. But if Hunter x Hunter ever got a crossover, I believe it would obviously be the main 4 characters of Hunter x Hunter. It would be Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio. Excuse me. Mr. Leorio. Gon, Killua, and Kurapika, I think they would be super insane attackers, super good attackers. Maybe Gon could have like some arch gen in his kit. Killua, he does lightning stuff. What would he have? Killua could like maybe paralyze the enemy somehow. That doesn't really relate to lightning all that much, but yeah. Kurapika, he gets mad over his clan. If you know, you know what happened to him. So he could probably have like some rage mode, some transformation state with his eyeballs. I don't know why I said that so weird. Leorio, he'd be like the supporter, the healer. Honestly, if they just made Leorio a super good healer, it would be a great crossover. So Gon, Archgen / a little bit attacking. Killua, paralyze attacker. And Kurapika, very good attacker. Leorio, healer. I really like Hunter x Hunter. But for some honorable mentions, because I can't mention every single anime in this video. One of the animes I honestly would want to see would be Demon Slayer. It's one of the most popular animes ever. There's so much hype around it, especially for new seasons of anime coming out, stuff like that, movies. You definitely get you have a whole bunch of characters to choose from. You have the Hashiras, you have the main 3 characters, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and obviously Tanjiro and Nezuko. So I think that could be pretty cool. You also have Mob Psycho. Now that I think about it, there's not a whole bunch of, well, there is some fighting going on, but not a whole bunch of characters you can really make into a crossover. You could have let's see, obviously Mob. Maybe you could have his little brother, the stinky green guy that's always following Mob around, Smile, and just some other random 4th character. I think that would be pretty cool. Another crossover you could have would be Breaking Bad. Now with the Breaking Bad characters, you'd only have Jesse and Walter White, and they don't even have to be playable characters. They'd just be in your inventory in your unit page, cooking up crystals and giving you a few crystals every day. That's all they would do. Now for the final and the number 1 crossover I would want to come to GS, it would be Chainsaw Man. Now first of all, I know what you're thinking, there isn't even an anime out yet, but I feel once an anime gets released, Chainsaw Man's just gonna absolutely blow up. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait. The characters that would come with this would be Denji, Power, Aki. I'd really want the old guy, also known as Kishibe, with the star and stuff. I'd really want him to be a part of this crossover. But knowing GS and how they like to sell units and stuff, they'd probably put Makima. Oh no, man. Y'all are down bad. But for Denji, you'd have a cool transformation state, hopefully, where he just becomes Chainsaw Man. And Power, she could be Power, Aki could be Aki, Makima can get thrown out a window for all I care. So I just think once Chainsaw Man comes out, it's gonna absolutely just blow up. It's gonna be crazy. It already is very popular right now, so I hate each and every one of you Makima simps out there. But yeah, those are 4 anime and 1 manga that would be very cool to see in GS. Yeah, I guess this video is over. Makima simps, go rethink your life choices. Thank you. That's all I had to say. See you in the next video. Have a good one, and peace.